Hey guys, welcome to Tuesday Talks. I am Jamie Reichschlager, affiliated doula with the Green Bay Doulas. So this week I want to talk to you about something that we cover with our clients a lot, which is the mental aspect of giving birth, aka the mental Olympics, really, of letting go. So birth is one of the most extreme experiences that we can go through. So it seems really counterintuitive to constantly let go. And that's where the Olympic part comes in because it's a huge task no matter how you give birth. So, Olympic event number one is letting go of if then statements. When in labor, we tend to make these if then statements in our minds that either one, make us very hopeful, or two, get us really bummed out. So, for example, if it takes someone 3 hours to progress 1 or 2 centimeters, we then extrapolate that across the rest of our labor to say that, okay, it's going to take me at least another 20 hours or whatever to have this baby. When in reality, and that's when the downward spiral can start. But in reality, we know that the cervix is not a GPS, it's not a crystal ball. And so doing that mental math isn't beneficial for us. What is beneficial for us is accepting the reality and just knowing that it's possible to go from 6 to 10 centimeters in an hour. Not that that will happen necessarily, but it's something good to know. Olympic event number two is letting go of making conclusions about your identity. So hear me out on this one. Birth has a way of compressing everything we believe about ourselves into this really narrow window of time that is truly an extreme situation compared to the rest of our lives. When someone gives birth, they often come face to face with beliefs like, I'm strong, I'm weak, I deserve to get what I want, I need to be quiet. And all these things are really tucked really deep and really, in our subconscious, neatly tucked away, until birth happens or until another intense experience happens, and then it all comes rushing to the front of our minds and it stares us in the face. And so it's really important to have grace for yourselves in those instances, and just knowing that birth, like life, is a mixed bag of emotions, of ups and downs. And so just because you feel a particular way in one moment of birth or several moments of your birth, that doesn't mean anything about you as a person. Okay, Olympic event number three is getting through the physical challenge itself. Reframing is your best friend here. So dreading the contractions will get you nowhere. And that's easier said than done, of course. So we like to think of it like this. If contractions are, for example, 5 minutes apart and 1 minute long at the start of active labor, it might feel daunting to know that this is going to continue for an undetermined amount of time. The challenge is letting go of each contraction after it stops, and then not to think about the next one until it starts. Again, easier said than done. So if we think about doing that for 1 hour, that comes out to 10 contractions, right? Which is only 10 minutes of work for that entire hour. All of a sudden, that seems much more doable. Even though we know it isn't super easy, it seems much more doable. So those are just a few examples of how birth is truly an Olympic feat of the mind. Let us know in the comments what felt like mental Olympics for you and your birth. This is Tuesday Talks with the Green Bay Doulas, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.